Hello everyone, I'm Nick with Cabinet Joint, here to talk to you about some of our interior storage options for our access line. As you can see here, we have the pull-out tray option. This is actually in a wardrobe scenario, but can be utilized in kitchens, bathrooms, really many different applications. But there are some nuances that I'd like to discuss with you today. Now with our pull-out tray system, the shallowest drawer box that we can utilize is going to be 3 inches. They can vary in height, but standard comes 3 inches. The order would come with your shelf. It would come with your drawer glide clips and a set of drawer glides. Now, when it comes to building or installing this unit, there's a couple key dimensions that you're going to want to take note of. And then depending on your style of cabinetry that this will go into, will dictate the location of your drawer slides. So that's a brief overview of what you should expect to receive. When it comes to sizing, please talk with your cabinet coach. They will help you get the appropriate size drawer, as well as dealing with the particular configuration of your cabinet to ensure that everything fits appropriately. Let's get to installing these pullouts. Okay, so the first step of your process is you're going to find the height of your shelf, and you're going to want to put in your shelf pins to your desired location and get your shelf situated inside of the cabinet. For the shelf option, or obviously we're going to be working off the base of the cabinet as well. So I'm going to set those aside. You can see I already have my shelf installed. So for a butt door application like we're working on now, I'm simply going to be putting in my slides flush with the back of the cabinet and measuring 1.5 inches off. So I've already got this preset. And then you can go ahead and use 1/2 inch screws and go ahead and fix through any of the holes in the back. I primarily use 1 in the front, 1 in the back. If you need a little better access, you can always pull your slide out so that you can access some of these back holes. But there's already some pre-drilled holes in the drawer slide itself. We would do the same thing on the other side. Measure your 1.5 inches off, get that squared, run it all the way to the back, and go ahead and insert. From there, you're just simply placing your drawer right in to the shelf. So we've mocked up a little illustration here to help you understand. There's a couple holes on the bottom, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Usually the front ones are a little easier to access with your driver. And then the back, I usually hold fast to the slide, simply pull it off, and it gives a little bit easier access to hit one of those 2 holes. Screw it into the shelf or the bottom of your cabinet, and you are ready to go. At Cabinet Joint, we're all about trying to make things a little easier for you. So my preferred method, when I did the rest of these pullouts, although you can measure and you can follow all of those things, I found it actually quite easy to simply insert my slides right onto my drawer box. And because I want this pull-out centered into the opening, place it onto my shelf, run it all the way to the back, and then from here, I'm making sure that I have full clearance away from my hinges. You could use your tape measure if you'd like and start measuring. You have equal distance. I know I want to come slightly to this side, and you can center it in your opening. Take a mark with your pencil and simply mark the front edge and the back edge or the side edge. Pull your drawer out, take your slides off, place them back down, and everything will be exactly where you would like. When it comes to cabinets that only have 1 door, so if we're just dealing with 1 cabinet where it only has 1 door, your drawer box needs to be sized appropriately. Still going to be 1.5 inches off of the hinge side of the door. And then your other hinge is actually going to sit flush up against the sidewall of the cabinet. Now in that application, there wouldn't be a hinge here. There wouldn't be a door blocking, but it's 1.5 inches off of the hinge side, and then it would sit flush along the cabinet side. Now, when it's up against the cabinet side, you could just utilize these screws on the side, just like you would with almost any other application that we have here. For your single door application, after you've measured 1.5 inches off the other side, one of the sides, the side without the hinge, will simply butt all the way to the back and to the side. And in this one, you can either use the screws at the bottom, or you can also use the ones on the side because it is on the hinge-free side. So that wraps up our installation, a brief overview and summary of our pull-out system for our access cabinetry. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your cabinet coach or give us a call, 888-211-6482. Thank you.